but I've got a final two older store cattle in here. The bullock was born December 2022, which sounds like a long time ago really, but it only makes him 4 months plus 12 really, so 16 months. The heifer is a month younger, but when he was about a month old he had meningitis, maybe a bit older than that, so he was jabbed 2 or 3 times for that and recovered fully. In fact, he was a lot better after the first jab, which I gave him out of what stuff I had. Then I went to the vet for some specialist things he needed the next day, but you would never know. He was fine from being young, and he's quiet. I think it's partly as a result of being jabbed, even though you might think that was a negative thing, because he was handled and he got a prick in his bum, but then he felt better, you know. He's fine. He's a quiet bullock, quite big, not the biggest. But the heifer, complete opposite. She's not aggressive, give her that. She's just flighty and, well, ridiculously flighty. She's been like it from being a calf. She would jump up and try and run away from it. Well, they all sort of might do that when they're younger. And you say now when you go in the shed to feed them, she won't come to the trough until you've gone out, which all others have stood there, stuffing their face. But anyway, I told them what she was like. I was a little bit concerned about bringing her because she's so flighty, and he said, I even sent him a short video which didn't maybe show her all that well, but it did indicate what she was like. But he says, oh, that's no problem at all, just bring it. And I think she will be alright. She's not going to like try and jump out of the pen. If you keep her with this quieter bullock, I can't really see there'll be any problem. Well, I just have to tell them to do that, I suppose. This is one of their bigger sales, so they've got plenty of staff there. I don't know what else you can do with it. Another, just like an eagle, she has a funny little lump on her neck. And I kept thinking, oh, that looks like it's going to burst, but it never has. She stays the same. I think they maybe what they call a Burberry or something. That sounds a bit weird. But I remember my dad said something about like that. And anyway, it's generally not particularly a problem. I mean, obviously, if it did burst, it might set him back a bit, but it's like a walled-off, hard lump. If you cut it open, I dare say it might well have some sort of yellow, pussy stuff in it, like cheese. And it just spoils the look of her. I was hoping it would burst and heal up, but it just never changes. So what she'll make, I don't know. I could be looking at more like 1,000 for her. The bullock is going to make 12, 13 easy, I would think, so they're going to be... No, I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, I haven't taken any food since February. I haven't taken any for quite some time. Oh, they've got rid of that conifer that's growing there. There was a little Christmas tree some twerp had planted there. And in fact, I think it was a noble... This is definitely gone. Well, I was tempted to cut it down myself. It's just inappropriate. Planting anything there is inappropriate, frankly. But yeah. Anyway, off we go. It's decent weather for it. Anyway, I must admit I was aiming to get away by 9, and it was near past. And so I'm trying to 22. I don't know whether this clock's right or not anymore. Surprised how busy it is, so we get used to having it to ourselves a bit more through winter, except for maybe on weekends. And then at Easter it goes a bit mental. was driving that, probably Alice. It just says there, it says gravel, loose gravel, so they have been resurfacing. There's no sign saying the road is closed or anything else like. Cars are coming through here. What's this about? What have we got here? Oh, he's sweeping. I can't go through there.
Three hours later.
This drainage issue cropped up again the other day, a few days ago. Water surges up out of there, it's very weird. I can only assume it's due to very high groundwater or some other drainage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a drain, because when it crops, it comes to mind it might just be it might be a burst pipe, but because it was coming up for weeks through the winter, nearly constantly, and then sort of stopped. They're struggling a bit getting the winter corn treatments in. Around here it's they got it sown on this dry land up here. Well, it's a funny smell. I think it's slurry. Or it might just be muck, pig muck or something. Anyway, like above this road, it's dry, brashy limestone type soil. And because this road follows what would have been more or less the shore of a lake. But so all this flat area on the right was sort of marshy lake. In prehistoric times, really, before. I wonder who actually did help deal with it. Would it have been like the monks and things? Whatever, anyway. Bit by bit they've got it all reclaimed back to quite good farmland, but it lies very wet because the drainage is limited because it's so level, near flat rather. But it's above the road, different kettle of fish really, quite. It's not actually all that uncommon. It was 2 or 3 years ago we had a very similar spell where it was raining constantly, and they had a right carry on with crops down this side. But that year they got quite a lot sown in the spring, and in the end it wasn't as disastrous as you would have expected. I think they kind of half expect this to happen, so well, I don't know what they're doing this year. I mean, it's about, we're rapidly approaching the latest sensible time for sowing spring barley, for example. I don't know about spring wheat and things, I have no idea about that. But other crops, even potatoes and that, really want to be in by the end of April at latest, when it will dry up quite suddenly. But it's doing a good impression of not being able to at the moment. The next week or more looks quite decent. In fact, it didn't look too bad right through to the end of the month and even into May. But that's getting rather hypothetical, but definitely an improving trend. It shouldn't be very difficult after what we've been having. We stop again here. We'll get through next time. There you go on red now. Never yet been in that supermarket. It must have opened about 10 years ago. I remember the frame going up. It used to be a coal yard originally, well not before that. It was sort of bare site. It was originally the railway went across the road there. Where these lights are was a railway crossing with the Pickering to Malton railway. And there was a junction further on where you could also go towards Scarborough or Helmsley. I think there might have been another junction further on where you went well, there must have been another one further on. I don't quite know where that even went. Very rare you have to stop here before the roundabout for the right turn. Us. Well, I thought it'd be there about 10:30 and it's 20 past already. Maybe 15:15 is more accurate. Don't know what the time is on. 17 minutes past says the phone. It's a very wimpy biker up there. I mean, I've been past all these cars. Maybe just isn't in any rush. I mean, sometimes I'm like that, sometimes I just cruise along with everything. And yeah, dawdling, they're doing 50 miles an hour, but there's a fair old line ahead of us. Somebody hadn't just been past him, I would have been. Probably. The river's high, but not worryingly so. It's still within its normal bank, sort of level with the bank. Because we had a lot of rain the other day. There was like 7 or 8 millimetres in the night, and then it was dry in the morning, and in the afternoon we had another 13 or something. God only know. It was actually hard to say how much we had because it was very windy. There was at least 12 millimetres anyway. And I think they had similar down here because it was sort of coming from this side. So I should think we've had at least another inch even this side of the hill. You used to have to just cut straight through there if you were going, and it worked quite well. I don't know why they've made it like this really. It doesn't seem to me that it's helped a great deal. Although these traffic lights are now, when they first did it was a bit shit, but they've made them a bit more smart, and it's not too bad. There used to be, on that junction, there used to be a right turn light. But there isn't now, you just have to help yourself, which is probably, on balance, it's better, but if you weren't aware of that, you might think, oh, when the light's green you can go. Nobody else queuing. don't know how my battery will last out. It seemed to have been on the road for ages this morning. 11:15 already.